Welcome to Ball Talk Deep, where we talk deep about ball. I'm Jordan Irwin, back at it again. Drop a like, drop a sub, drop a comment before we get into it. We post 5+ videos a week, and this time around, we're doing the second round series previews, and we're talking about the Atlanta Hawks versus Philadelphia 76ers right now, and we're much more excited for the second round series because, unlike the first one, we have to focus on regular season stats and performances. Now we actually have a closer, more accurate description of what we're gonna get from each team because of their first round performances.
Yeah, but that's not a lie, man. I mean, well, there's gonna be a more exciting series in round two than what we saw in round one. Both of these teams are gonna be fighting for the right to get their asses kicked in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like that, especially.
Now, I will admit this is not as exciting as the Nets Bucks one that we just did.
Exactly, man. But
that series preview was legit.
Yeah.
That series could go down as good as the Nuggets and Blazers one.
But yeah,
this one's gonna go down. I don't even know how.
We'll see. What do you think about the series?
Honestly, it already depends on Joel Embiid's series of injury.
Yeah. Well, he does have a partially torn meniscus.
Yeah, and if that hinders him a lot, then we got a closer match, more evenly balanced matchup. But let's not forget that Sixers still have Simmons and Harris. And bro, you say hating on Simmons.
Man, I could shoot better free throws than that man.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And while the Hawks don't excite me too much,
what do you mean they don't excite you, man? They don't. Ice Trey.
They got, well, that's what I was saying. They do have Trey Young, and Trey legit got me hyped up in the first round with his performances.
Yeah,
and I was like,
he took that bomb.
Okay, because I've said it before in other videos. Like Trey, he's got it. I'll admit it. He's got it. I was a little down on him earlier on, but I've said this time and time before, his size still worries me on like what his future in the NBA will end up being in terms of if he'll reach superstar status. But he's definitely a star player, and his threes and his his antics and performances, he's an entertainer, and I fucking love that. The way that he moved in the first round in Madison Square Garden against the New York Knicks, against New York fans, was just like chef's kiss. That was entertaining. Yeah, and I even saw on Twitter, I don't know if you saw that video of like New York Knicks fans trashing Trey Young, like their feelings against Trey Young. You saw that? Shit was mad funny.
Yeah, but you know what? I think they were doing an interview with Trey's teammate Collins. That actually Trey, he actually feeds on that, which is a good quality to have, especially as your number one.
Well, his whole life, from what I've seen in interviews and like videos, he has always been like underrated. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And he plays like it.
But anyways, to get into it, guys, look, depending on the health of Joel Embiid as of now, from what I see, I'm gonna have the Sixers in 6 games. With Embiid not being at 100%. That's going to give Trey Young more room to operate. And combined with the fact that Trey, as he's shown in round one, he definitely has the ability to rise up to the occasion and take over a game. I think he'll be able to win a game or two for the Hawks when it comes to that. Combined, in Embiid's absence, that pretty much that they have trouble winning, man. Especially, I'm talking to you, Simmons, being a fucking liability in the fourth quarter that you can't make a free throw to save your fucking life, man. You made only 35%? On free throws, bro. I know people like y'all, y'all in the comments, man, defending him. Oh, but he can't shoot. I'm like, motherfucker, bro. Whether you're a point guard, a power forward, a center, man, if you're shooting 35% on three from your free throws, something is wrong, bro. Even Shaq can fucking shoot better than that shit, man. No excuses when it comes to that. What about you?
I got the Sixers in 6 as well because of the Embiid, Harris, Simmons trio. The Sixers' improved ability from the 3 over the Knicks, and a stronger defensive presence against the Hawks that the Knicks clearly didn't show. And I'm surprised we're in agreement with this one because if you guys watch our Bucks-Nets one, like we were on opposite ends with that pick. And at least you got some sense in this one, bro. Yeah. Because
I have sense in both of them.
We'll see. I think the Nets are going, whatever. Just go check out that video, guys.
Yeah, card right over here.
Now, Simmons, he's going to slow down Trey.
No, he's gonna lock his ass down.
And like without Trey, I'm sorry, like this team is not gonna get very far. I don't see Bogdan or Collins picking up the offensive slack if Trey is contained or even stopped. And a couple of stats I want to point out is Philly over the series of against the
Wizards.
Wizards shot 57.6% true field goal percentage. The Hawks 51.9% true field goal. Trey, while I was sweating him, his averages over his series was 29.2 points, 9.8 assists, and 34.1% from the three. That's decent from the three. That's solid. That's solid to good. But keep that in mind. That's his average. Like, people are sweating him like he's fucking Curry or Dame from the three. Like, if you when you watch the Nets one, watch what those guys average over their series, and 4 of their key players from the three way better than fucking 34.1%.
Yeah, but we got to take in consideration as well is the Knicks are a top 5 defense in the league, so you got to give Coach
I know,
tips.
but he wasn't fucking contained by that Knicks team. You know what I mean? So you're putting a Simmons on it, and he shot. We'll see. Although I will give Trey was able to do a couple drives. Well, actually not a couple. He did show his cutting game during that.
Yeah,
now,
but Coach Tibbs is a better coach when it comes to scheming defenses than Doc Rivers is.
Fuck, man. My take on Doc is I ain't gonna get into it.
I get you, but yeah, they obviously have better personnel in Ben Simmons to be able to throw at.
Not even just that. Tobias Harris. These are all series averages, guys. 25 points on 50.5% from the field goal, 38.1% from the three, averaging 10 rebounds. Embiid, 24 points on 63.5% from field goal, 46.2% from the three. Seth Curry, 15.8 points, 52.5% from field goal, 34.5% from the three. Ben Simmons, I know you like shitting on him, 14.8 points, 64% from the field goal. All right.
How many did he shoot outside of the free throw line?
9.2 assists, 10.2 rebounds. And the last person I want to bring up because he got shitted on last finals and last postseason, Danny Green. While he only averaged 9.4 points, he shot 46.4% from the three. So eyes are gonna be on him from three because the man has found his wave again and he's on it. And look, man, you keep shitting on Simmons still finds a way to score, and he's still providing 15 points. You get me? On 64% efficiency. But that's high, man.
Okay,
that's high.
That's high.
And he's providing 9.2 assists. He distributes. He's a floor general.
Yes, I'm not taking away from that.
And I'm not like the biggest fan of Simmons. So don't be like,
I'm not
being biased.
I'm being a non-biased fan. And the fact is, if your second best player cannot shoot it, from free throw night, you're seeing this in the Wizards series. They're doing a hacker. You know how hacker shot is?
Yeah, I saw that.
They're doing
it was even trending on Twitter.
That's something very concerning to have. If they're doing that with your second best player, you're not going to be able to play him in the fourth quarter.
In the postseason, Harris is their second best player. Okay. Offensively, scoring-wise, shot creator.
Okay, one of your top 3 players. If that's happening in your top defense player being a liability because of his free throws, you're not going to be able to have him on the floor.
To an extent. But I think he'll just be more distributing. And don't forget, while Simmons may not be that shooter, it's kind of like LeBron. If you're not the shooter, what do? You surround yourself with shooters. But they got Curry and Green who are right now performing well.
Okay, but something as well is that Embiid, he's injured. He's not going to be. He maybe, I don't know.
We don't know as of this recording.
If we see a 50%, a 60% Embiid, Simmons is going to have to take more of the load.
Yes. Well, I really think Harris will take more of the load, and Simmons will just end up being more of the facilitator.
Okay.
And then Harris and Simmons would whether Embiid's playing or not, or an injured Embiid, like that's still. I'm sorry, still gonna pick that over the Hawks.
Now, I honestly hope that with the treatment program that they have for Embiid, I hope that he's as close to 100% as possible. Like, me personally, man. I will hope he's like a 90% because I do want to see Embiid, succeed.
Yes.
In the sense.
Bro, I really wish this matchup sucks to me. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm sorry, but it would have been much more exciting to see Sixers and Bucks in like the second round, because then we would have been dope. I just really want to see Giannis versus Embiid.
Yeah, man. I think the Bucks would have demolished the 76ers with how everything.
Right now. But I'm saying, seeing that matchup, shit.
But we'll see what happens, guys. Let us know in the comments what you think. Hawks fans, do you think we're heavily underestimating the Hawks? That we're fucking cats? I'm like, hey, bring on the roasting, man.
If Trey is able to carry this Hawks team past the Sixers, regardless whether Embiid is injured or not. Props to Trey. Like, seriously, he deserves all the props.
The fact that he's injured, I will give Trey maybe. But
that's the thing. Even when we still don't believe it, but if he's able to do it, that's still that'd be insane.
That'd be some crazy ass shit. We'll see. Sixers fans, what do you think?
How
man?
crazy would it be, like, hypothetically, if it were to happen, Luka versus Trey in the finals this
I mean,
it's not gonna happen, guys. But if it did,
we're gonna get struck by lightning right now.
Yeah.
Inside of a room right now. Chances of that happening.
that should be so sick.
Yeah, maybe in 2K that might happen. But either way, guys, appreciate all the love and the hate. You guys already know you catch us on Twitter, TikTok, and all podcast streaming forms such as Apple and Spotify. Ball Talk
Streaming forms.
I know, not streaming forms, man. I gotta like write this down somewhere, but whatever. Fuck it. You guys already know what it is. We'll catch you guys soon. For now,
Take
later.
care.